Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to F1 Manager 24 Creator Team with Brabham Cadillac here on the PS5. Tonight we go to the Temple of Speed. We're going to Monza and Kimi Antonelli's home race, the Italian Grand Prix. So, round 16 tonight, we are already on the right day. Not expecting any rain. It's going to be a dry race. It says it's going to be warm, and yeah, looking at race day, it is definitely going to be warmer than practice. Practice is going to be quite cool. A little bit warmer on the Saturday for qualifying, up to 19 degrees, 24 degrees on race day. So tyre wear might very much be an issue on race day, especially with tyres perhaps overheating in the dirty air. Our drivers are looking pretty strong, as always. Love to see the 100s there for Oscar. His baseline stats looking very, very nice indeed. Accuracy is a little bit lower than I thought it would be for Oscar there at 88. Maybe that's why he has actually been losing out to Antonelli. He's dropping 10 points in accuracy. Could be, because they're relatively balanced. You know, Antonelli's down a few points here, a few points there in all the main key stats. Slightly up in the overtaking, slightly down in the defending. But the accuracy, that's a big gulf, and I'm wondering if that's why Kimi is rapidly hauling in Oscar in the Drivers' Championship. It could well be. We will have to keep an eye on that. See if Oscar's accuracy starts to improve at any point. As you can see, we have some upgrades going through. We've got the Design Center upgrade finally started for a level 3 upgrade. That is going to be another 82 days away. We've got the wind tunnel upgrade going through as well. That has dipped condition-wise, so the sooner that goes through, the better. We're just 3 days away, so that'll be ready when we come back from Monza. CFD Sim is nice and healthy, but I do want to try and get that up to level 2. And ideally, I'd like to get the Suspension Sim up to level 2 as well before the end of the year, so that we can leave Brabham Cadillac, or rather Cadillac, in a strong position for next season once we move on to Ferrari. Speaking of Ferrari, let's take a quick sneaky peek, see if they have signed another driver yet. We've offered Oscar a new contract. That's why it says he's in negotiation, so we can improve his wage demand for him there. How you doing, Wayne? How you doing, Dina? How you doing, Adrian? Good to see you. Hello to everyone else lurking in the chat as well. Let's see who is going in there. We know that George is going to Aston next year on a 4-year deal. We're looking for others. Ocon, we know he's moving back to Alpine, also on a 4-year deal. Hamilton, we know, is retiring. Joe is going to Ferrari on just a 1-year deal, so he'll be nice and cheap to get rid of if we want to get rid of him, which we might well do. Sargent is going to Mercedes on a 1-year deal. Ricardo has not signed another contract with anybody yet. Stoffel is going to Alpine. Ooh, Stoffel Alpine. Okay. think that is everyone, isn't it? I don't think Mick's going anywhere. Doesn't look like it. He's down to a 72. Giovinazzi is somebody I do want to sign next year as a reserve driver, just so I can get him into a development role for the car. Magnussen hasn't signed with anyone. Oh, Magnussen's down to a 70. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. That does appear to be everybody, doesn't it? Please tell me that Maury has not been renewed. No, he hasn't. Okay. And nor has Sylvan. So there is still one seat unaccounted for at Ferrari. I am very curious to see who is going to fill that seat, because that will be done before we get there. We will have no say in that. So hopefully it's somebody shit and cheap that we can, on a one-year deal, that we can easily buy out without bankrupting the team again, and get somebody good in. You know, my targets are Antonelli and Mini as my two main drivers, and then we'll look to try and hire Italian backup drivers. So drivers like Fornaroli, if he's still there. We'll look at getting in Giovinazzi as a development driver. We'll try and get Italian staff in, Italian engineers, etc., etc. We'll really bring the pride of Italy back to the prancing horse, for good or bad. But we're looking very far ahead. We still have a long way to go in this year yet. So, quickly check on our car situation. Our side pods will be ready to go into manufacturing when we come back from Monza. That's nice. And then just over a week until the chassis and suspension are done, and a little over 2 weeks for the front wing. So upgrades coming thick and fast. These are going to be the final upgrades for the car. Just simply so that we can put more time into research, make sure that the car for next year isn't hampered too badly, and also for the cost as well. So we can divert funds away from having to build new parts constantly to go into upgrading facilities ready for next season. Let's set some targets for tonight's Grand Prix. 15th is the target for Oscar, and 16th for Kimi. We should comfortably smash through those targets, but I don't know where we're going to finish tonight. I really don't. I think we're going to struggle in qualifying, just from a raw lack of speed. We are absolutely probably going to have to slipstream, I think, tonight to just to make it into the top 10. So let's see how we do. Let's head to Monza.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, with the Italian Grand Prix. We return to Monza, the temple of speed. The loyal tifosi are gathering in hopes of a homecoming victory, but everyone here is united to watch Formula One cars roar around the lowest downforce circuit on the calendar.
Taking a look at the top of the constructors' standings, we've got a team that's starting to pull away. And while there are plenty of rounds left, the teams know their time is slowly running out.
Our weekend action starts here.
All right, so Monza is the lowest of low downforce circuits. We are going to be stripping pretty much every little bit of wing angle off the car that we can. But before we do that, we never changed the parts, did we? So we're still in the practice parts. That's handy. It's normally about 19 laps. I'm just going to run 15 laps, I think, and just see if we can get our feedback from that. Do I have any new parts due? to go on the car? I can't remember. No, because we've got the new rear wings already on the car. Everything else is still a way off. It's nothing ready to drop. How you doing, Farrah? So we can go straight into the setup then. So we want next to nothing on the front wing. We're going to go with a 1. We want just a 9 on the rear. We're going to be right up against the end of the slider there. It's generally around here on the roll bar. I'm going to go with a 2.8 on this car. I'll probably go with a 1.9 on the other one. Quite a low toe as well. Let's go somewhere about there. And we'll push the... camber is usually quite low. And the toe is usually a little bit higher. So we'll do that for this car. Stick to just the 15 as I said. Let's move over here. Do the rolling settings. And then we're going to go with a 1 again, I think. Yeah, we'll go with a 1 again. We'll go with a 9 on the rear again. Right up against that limit again. Go with a 1.9 this time. I'll go with a slightly higher camber on this one. And we'll push the toe up to compensate for that as well. And let's see how close we can get on this opening run. The Cessat range is quite narrow on this circuit. But the fine tuning can be quite tricky.
Yep, radio check.
And we will ride on board with Kivy as he attacks his home track.
Radio check. Radio's loud and clear. Stay off the curbs. Copy. Copy.
Let's see. Fuji E is in for McLaren along with Fisher. Behrman's in for Red Bull. That's it for rookies. There we go. Quick lap of Monza. And I'm a little surprised at our pace here.
This temperature is currently looking quite low.
We are in the low settings. We're on hard tyres. Oh, there we go. That's a bit more what I was expecting to see. Ironically, this might be Ferrari's best chance of a good result today. Because their car is not the worst car on the grid. The drivers are absolutely the worst drivers on the grid, but the car is actually pretty decent. If they can stay in the slipstream, they could actually get a couple of positional overtakes in. I expect Haas to really struggle. Ferrari to struggle as well, to be fair, but maybe they can do something
Like on the
today. They're not going to be good enough for points, but maybe they can at least get something that's slightly more respectable than back of the grid. Let's have a look. 92% starting setup for Antonelli. Very nice. Just waiting on Oscar. 91. So, a little bit of work to do to get them all the way up, but a very, very nice start.
Copy. Any feedback? Understood, Oscar.
We're back in the garage already. We are just off. Let me try that. Ooh, slightly off there. Isn't really any room to go the other way, so we're going to have to increase the front wing. I'll go up to a 2. And bring that back down to there. That might not be enough. Can't push that any further. Don't really want to go any higher on the front wing, but I might have to here. Let's go that. Let's see if it is a 2.5. As at like the extreme edge of the front wing selection there. What's our setup looking like so far? 84% on the prep. So, yeah. 15 laps is all we need per session. That's it for practice 1. Lawson is looking slow. Really slow. Why is he so slow? Is he running really, really old parts? Or is the car just that bad? It's a pretty terrible car. It's not the engine. That's a really, really nice looking powertrain. Ooh. He's on hard tyres. But even so, he's a second and a half slower than us. We're running a very average powertrain at the moment. And we were running in low pace settings, and we were avoiding curbs and clean air and all that junk as well. Yeah, Haas are going to really struggle. Really struggle. The Ferraris have been running hard tyres as well, so Mori up in midfield at the moment. Yeah, keep an eye on Ferrari. Well, keep an eye on Mori. Petit's going to be all over the place. But keep an eye on Mori in this race. He might start knocking on the door of the points if this practice session is anything to go by. What tyres is he on now? Let's have a look. He's gone on to a set of soft tyres. Again, we might, these times might be slightly inflated as well from a slipstream. Maybe we might see a minor Maranello miracle. try to say that 10 times quickly. of course, the cars we're really going to have to be wary of, the Red Bulls, Norris, Verstappen, Gasly. They are going to be blisteringly quick here.
Green light.
Once again, we'll get out early, just get our laps in and be done with it. And Morris going out on a set of mediums. Let's see what his pace is like compared to ours. We're doing 124s, low 124s, 124 zeros. He's 7/10 slower on that first lap. Made a mistake, had a spin. Getting a slipstream-ish. Yeah, he's struggling to keep up with the Wasser. I think the T might be on softs. Yeah, he is.
Feedback on the car.
Oh, there we go. Lovely stuff. 100% setup for Kimi.
Yeah.
What about Oscar? 88. Oh, we made the car worse.
How's that, Oscar?
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, copy that.
Not so good. Okay, so that needs to be down there. That needs to come back to there. That is going to have to go back to being a 2.8. That's lower than I was planning on going on those settings, but we'll try it. Mine needs to just take a little bit off the front wing. Drop it down to a 0.5. So that's going to be
There's a yellow
93. I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, 93. Right, we may need to send them out twice in the final session. Not expecting a massive amount of overtaking in this race, if I'm honest, based on how things went at Spa. I think it's going to be long periods of just sitting in position in the train, trying to protect the tyres as much as possible, make the one-stop work. And then try and sprint away at critical moments in each stint. See if we can break away. And then, more importantly, if we do manage to get a breakaway, stay away. But given our speed deficit, I think that's going to be quite tricky. Unless we're being chased down by an isolated car, I think will very easily be caught again. So this could come down to the last couple of laps where we just basically go gung-ho and hope that we can get ahead and stay ahead. Because we're not going to have the pace to lead outright in this. So this is going to be a really tough test to get a good result here. Evening, Cloud. Just going to give him a couple of extra laps. Or, actually, no. If it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, we're just going to need to run him again. Oscar, see, could be looking at 2 runs here. Antonelli is going to be fine. I think he'll be fine on just this 1 run. But I am going to just add extra fuel in both, just to be on the safe side. Because maybe we won't get that 7% just from 1 run. We'll see. Let's head Kimmy outburst this time. He made an unstoppable Ferrari. Well, that's the plan for us from next season onwards, is to try and make Ferrari unstoppable. Because they are abysmal right now. Ooh, we have a yellow.
Okay?
We've had a crash.
Oh, okay.
Sainz.
Now I think this... Yes, it's Carlos Sainz.
Oh no, it's with us. Oh, he just dropped it. Spun into us. I hope that hasn't damaged the side pod on our car.
My bad.
That will have damaged his front wing.
Just feel the...
It looks like we're okay. No aero damage to either car. No tyre damage either, so we're okay. It's just a racing incident. That's fair. He just lost control of the car on the exit of the chicane. There was no malice involved in that. But a little scare for Oscar Piastri there, just getting tagged on the exit of the first chicane. I'm glad I put that extra fuel in, because I don't think they would hit 100% without it. Ah, 97. Ah, it's close, but it's not enough.
Okay, understood.
So I'm going to call Oscar in now, because he won't have enough fuel to overcome that. Which way do I go? Let's go with that. Me at 97. Stay out. It's going to be close. Might need to do a splash and dash, send it back out just for a couple of laps. And you get that last 1% before he hits the pits. If our car park knowledge was at 100, he'd be fine. If the car park knowledge ticks up to 98, he'll be fine. Just need that little bit of extra time on the track. Is it going to be enough? This is going to be so close before he hits that pit lane. Heading down the back straight into the parabolica. This might pop literally as he hits the pit lane. Oh, yeah, there we go. 100% into the parabolica, or halfway through the parabolica. That worked out beautifully. Antonelli is maxed and ready.
And switch off.
Car park knowledge has gone up a little bit more now, so there's definite safety margin built now into Antonelli's car setup there. Come on, Oscar. Please be 100. 96. That's not. We've actually gone backwards slightly, but we can keep him on track and overcome that last couple of percent. So it must be a 1.5 then on the front wing. Oh no, the front wing's fine. I see. So that needs to go. Well, let me revert that back to the 97. There we go. So let's push that way instead. Let's recorrect that. Drop that down to a 0.5. Push that back up to there. There we go. That should theoretically now be it. Bolt for Ricardo.
And as far as we can tell, they've got a fault with the car.
Even his safety clock. Get post scored. Very nice. Thank you, Farah. All right, we've got to put some good bits in the car. But we are ready for quali.
We're moving on now to the all-important qualifying session.
As we've already seen, Monza is a fast circuit. And it's no wonder the locals call it La Pista Magica, the magic track. For 80% of this lap, the cars are at full throttle, and the engines will need to give it everything they've got here in qualifying.
Now, there's been a bit of talk lately about Oscar Piastri. Karun, how's he been doing?
Well, one thing's for sure, they are streaks ahead of their teammate, leaving no doubt in my mind that they really mean business.
Yeah,
So
well, to
stay
be
with
fair,
us,
he had a
folks.
5 race head
It's
start.
sure to be a good one.
Right, we will go with a brand new engine just for this race, and then we'll go back to the 87 for the next one, given that it is Monza. That gearbox is still good, but I'm going to throw a new one in. It's not like we don't have spare gearboxes at the moment. And there we go. We are ready. Let's see what kind of pace we have on a single lap.
Green light.
The Cadillac thing was just something fabricated by myself. Yes. Just to give, you know, a storyline reason for us leaving Brabham to go to Ferrari. Because this was probably going to be my final season with this save file, but you all pestered me into saving Ferrari, so... We have an extra set of soft tyres available, because we didn't use any in practice. So we have 4 sets of soft tyres right now, as opposed to the usual 3. But it does mean we'll only have 1 set of mediums for the Grand Prix.
Let's go. Surface temps are good. All clear ahead. Good to go.
Alright, is Antonelli quicker? No. Got a Williams coming up in the way. Gets out of the way nicely. Porsche was quicker in the middle sector. Is that down to speed, or is that Piastri getting held up somewhere? Any hold up is catastrophic around this circuit, even if it's just the slightest little lift. Piastri goes top.
I can recharge on and box this lap. Yep.
Only just as well. By a 1/10 of a second. Antonelli goes 10 thousandths quicker.
End of this lap.
Did he go purple in the final sector? No, he didn't. So he went top without a purple sector. But he had a cleaner lap overall. Right, which Williams is it? It's Gasly. On a flyer. Looks like a clean lap. Might get held up a little here. No, we get out of his way. And up to the line. Gasly goes P3. Pole position today is going to be separated by tiny margins unless somebody gets a monster slipstream somewhere. Ocon on a run. Or warming up for a run. Look at Mari up in P6 right now. Oh, and that's fatal for Ocon's lap time there. Big lift going into the chicane, then having to get a little creative going through the chicane there. I think Ocon's already aborted the lap. Still on a flying lap according to this. But he's going to be nowhere near. It's going to be slower than Maury. Might even be slower than Petit. Oh no, he actually recovered quite nicely. So considering he lost a big chunk of time in that first sector, that's quite scary that he's only 0.3 down. All right, Max is getting ready for his lap. We're safe, we don't need to go again. Just hoping that new rear wing really has helped us out here. So far, so good. Leclerc is out there somewhere as well, warming up. He's just starting his flying lap now. Just see him on the map hitting Parabolica. So we will jump from Verstappen to Charles. Max only P5. Have we actually got more pace than I was expecting here? I know we're running a brand new engine. Maybe that's the difference maker. Leclerc running a brand new engine as well. Ocon's engine's fine. Max is underpowered. That's why he's a little slower. Gasly also underpowered, but not as much. Let's check out the McLarens. Porsche looking pretty decent. Norris looking a bit underpowered. Might run into some ERS problems in this race as well, with a 35% battery. Stroll up into P3 at the moment. Gasly getting ready for another lap. We will see improvements from those doing a second run. And Leclerc goes top by over a tenth. Big margin. Quickest in the middle. So we know where we sit now, roughly, pace-wise. Oh, look at Valtteri up in P4. Gasly improves to P2. Little wobble for someone there. Petit locking up, no surprise there. Now Max goes top. Ocon into second, third, Gasly fourth, Sainz in fifth with 3.5 tenths off, although we could find a bit more if we'd done another run. Did the Ferraris make it out of Q1? No, not quite. Very close. Just 0.05 of a second away for Mori there. The Salvas actually did just sneak through. Lando is out in Q1, as is Albon, Ricciardo, Petit and Sargent. Right, into second qualifying. I don't want to do slipstream qualifying if I can get away with it. I want to see what our actual raw pace is against the opposition, but if they do a slipstream run, we will have to respond in kind.
We'll focus on the brakes a bit.
Copy.
Leclerc out nice and early, so we'll have an immediate benchmark time to judge ourselves against. Just hope we get a clean run. Perez making his way out. Everyone else stay in the pits now, please.
Car temperatures look good. Oscar, you've got a clear track ahead. Let's go.
Happy with temps. Good gaps ahead of everyone.
Right, Yuki's coming out. It won't be an issue for Oscar. Shouldn't be an issue for Kimi either. Let's get Oscar slightly quicker in that first sector. Oh, this could be bad. We got away with it. Antonelli quicker in the middle. Is he going to get compromised here at the end of the lap? I don't think he is. No, he's not. All going to come down to the exit from Parabolica here to the line. Nearly 2/10. Wow. Bigger margin than I was expecting there. Leclerc's gone purple in the first. And now purple in the middle. Oh, he's going to get compromised here at the end, though. Behind that Alpine. And that puts him P2. See what Max does. Oh, Max is going to get a toe off the back of Sainz here. We should be safe, but we can't completely guarantee that. Antonelli, I think, is definitely going to be safe, but Piastri could be at risk if other drivers start getting some slipstreams. This could well be an absolute monster lap here for Max. Oh, no, his lap is destroyed by his teammate. Gasly getting in the way there on the exit of Ascari. And Max's mighty lap is ruined. What a shame. Yeah, look at that. Purple in the first, purple in the second. 2.25 seconds off across the line. That's how much time he lost to Gasly there. Evening, Mike. Yeah, Red Bull always start mighty because they've always been the team to beat. Through goes Ocon. Through goes Iwasa. Gasly goes top with a mighty lap. Ocon up to P3. I am going to have to prep Oscar for another run. Didn't want to use a new set of tyres, but I can't take the gamble. A lot of traffic, all very bunched up. That's a worry. That's a spin. There was a lift
Oscar, the yellow flag.
because of the yellow flag there,
Copy.
because of Perez's spin. So we're going to be compromised here in the first sector. It's not good. Now we might be compromised here in the middle as well. Now Perez pulls out the way for us. Here comes the traffic. We've got 4 cars all on in laps or out laps here in front of us. We're going to get screwed at Ascari. Oh, no, we got away with it. We have found an improvement in the middle. Is this going to be enough? Please be enough. We just lost too much time in the first sector. No improvement. Oh, that's not good. How much time did we lose there?
Okay, yep.
Oh, we lost 0.8 of a second in the first sector. Gained 0.2 back in the middle. A couple of hundredths. Not even a couple of hundredths in the final sector. So we're at the mercy of everybody else. Don't like that. Bottas goes top. We're down to 8th, 9th, 10th.
Yep. Copy.
Tsunoda's out there. Tsunoda knocks out Piastri. Oh boy. Iwasa and Van Dorn could yet make that even worse. We've been knocked out by just 9 thousandths of a second. I think Van Dorn's lap just got ruined. Iwasa does not improve. Nor does Van Dorn. And that is everybody home and hosed, apart from Gasly. Now it doesn't matter, he's already ahead of us. So, Oscar is out. Ah, disaster. Absolute disaster. Well, that potentially makes things very interesting in the championship if Antonelli can somehow get the win today. Ooh, boy. All right. Let's do a run on brand new softs right at the beginning. Oh, both Red Bulls coming out very early. Joe's out there as well, I think between the two Red Bulls. Yeah, he's tucked up behind Leclerc. Joe could be on for a good lap, if he can stay with him.
We should do some work on the brakes.
Copy.
Track position's fine, Marcus. Max leaving the pit lane now. Don't want anyone else to come out until we go through. Don't think we're going to be that lucky. Gasly and Sainz still to leave the pits.
Tyres in a good window.
Oh, we might be that lucky.
All clear ahead. And good to go.
We are going to be that lucky. Show me what you got, Kimmy. Now is your time to shine. Purple in the first. Very nice. And we're not close enough to get the toe from Ocon, so that's a genuine purple. Max may compromise the Red Bull slightly as Gasly leaves the pit lane now. Oh, actually, no, I think he's actually going to benefit him. And Sainz now leads the pits as well. So Leclerc might get a little bit of a slipstream boost here. So 118.6. We are not purple anywhere. With P2, 17 thousandths slower than Leclerc. Quicker than Ocon, quicker than Zhou.
Yeah, we're happy with that. And we will box end of this lap.
It'll be a clean rest of the lap here for Max. Don't think he got held up in the first sector either. By Gasly, not this time. Tsunoda up into P3. Valtteri goes top. Woof. Where did that come from? Porsche to 6th. So we're waiting on the two Williams and Sainz. Here comes Max across the line. Max only P5. Just lacking a little bit.
Okay, so we'll box, stop any box.
Yeah, that's very much not Antonelli's voice there. I don't know whose voice that is. Pit lane. Gasly on scrub tyres. We're the only ones who went out on brand new tyres. That's a little concerning then. Oh, Max gets out of the way. There's Sainz in the background. Max gets out of his way too. And Gasly's P7. Quite a way off. That's Sainz. P9. Joe goes out to start his second run nice and early, and it's Valtteri Bottas who is setting the pace. That is a surprise. He goes out again. As Gasly pops out right behind Antonelli. Hopefully he won't be close enough to get a slipstream from us. So Zhou improves to P7. Or improves his time. Maybe he stayed in P7. We've got a yellow flag. Is that Valtteri locking up? No, it's Zhou.
Right then, we can take a
His
look
brakes
now.
are cooked.
Here at the first turn, the Rettifilo chicane.
Just takes
Struggling with
avoiding
the car.
action so as not to
That's
clip
just the risk you take.
the Red Bull
the
there.
later you leave it.
All right, Kimi. Home race. Fans are cheering you on. They're going to be screaming your name when you go to Ferrari next year.
We're good on tyre temps here,
Here we go.
so no one ahead. Good to go.
Just needs to be a heroic lap here for Kimi. Purple in the first. That's a strong start. Let's keep that going, please. Valtteri is not improving. Max goes quickest in the first sector, and he is potentially lined up for a slipstream here on the back of Sainz. Mighty final sector for Porsche on his lap. We did not improve in the middle. We are not going to get pole. No improvement. Antonelli stays P4. Max might have this locked up as Gasly goes up to first. Can Williams lock out the front row here? Leclerc doesn't improve. Tsunoda improves his time but not his position. Sainz goes P7. Max goes top. Williams have locked out the front row here at Monza. And we are down in 6th and 11th. Oh. But at least Salah scored. That softens the blow a little bit.
Well, it won't be long before the drivers hit the track for 53 laps around Monza in what should be a fast and fantastic race.
Monza has seen some incredible moments in the past. Pierre Gasly's unexpected 2020 victory reminded us of how wonderfully unpredictable this sport can be.
Yeah, could Gasly get a win today?
At Monza, the aim is clear. Pure acceleration is what the track demands, and every F1 driver is only too happy to submit. Cars that struggle for downforce elsewhere can really come into their own around this gem of a circuit. Tension continues to build here as race day begins.
Make sure to switch the parts. All parts are already switched. Running brand new powertrain, brand new gearbox, very, very strong ERS unit. Let's go with one extra lap of fuel so we can go aggressive on fuel on the start. Need to try and really look after these tyres. Part of me wants to start on the mediums. Part of me thinks the softs might be the smarter call. Yeah, we'll start on the softs. All right. That's it for strategy. Let's see how we do as we send them to the grid for the start of the Italian Grand Prix.
Well then, it's not long until we get started here, and we should be in for a tightly contested race. A short moment of time to themselves to focus on the race ahead.
They must be excited to start 6th, but it's a long race, so they need to keep a cool head.
But there's no more time left. We've got a race on our hands. Here we are at the oldest circuit in Europe for this, the Italian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
All right, good initial launch for Piastri, but he ran into the back of Joe. Antonelli temporarily up to 5th. Can he hold off Ocon? Gets pushed wide on the exit. Oh no, Antonelli drops down and he's damaged his underfloor. No! Oh, what a disastrous start.
Yeah, we're just taking a look.
Underfloor damage on the first pissing corner. Well, second corner. Oh God, that has just ruined our chances.
If we could just drop back a bit. Copy. Let's introduce a bit more management. Copy. DRS enabled. P8. Joe, car ahead.
Oh, look at them all lining up with our lack of straight line speed.
Point 2.
We don't need to take any risks.
Coming.
And now we push Sainz wide. Petit's got underfloor damage as well. Oscar swoops on through.
Use overtake.
Getting dropped by that group on the first lap has already ruined our race. Six seconds off the pack. My hope is that by looking after our tyres really extremely here at the start and breaking away from the cars behind us, we can settle into a nice rhythm where we can keep our driver confidence levels high by doing a lot of leapfrogging, keep our pace up by doing the leapfrogging on the DRS zones as well, and then as the tyre stint continues we can start to work our way back towards the cars in front. But that underfloor damage has certainly compromised us. Show's been dropped. Valtteri's got to be considered a bit of a dark horse for the win here today as well. Let's take a look at what everyone's doing on tyres. So Yuki is the only other driver on softs. Ocon and Norris are on hards. Everybody else on the mediums. So Ocon will be quick in the second half of this race. Puts him in a strong position for the second stint.
Pack is low. Charge the pack.
And we just can't break away at the moment.
Overtaking is...
We are at least keeping our tyres in the window though by doing this overtaking. Giving each driver a little bit of dirty air. Gaps come down to 4 seconds. Stroll's going to separate both of our cars here, I think. We do hold him off. And we just need to run our race like this for a while. We'll go for a proper sprint when our batteries have filled back up again. We'll actually turn the tyres way up and just blitz as hard as we can for a couple of laps. We'll leave our drivers to it for now. Let's just jump to the front. Gasly leads from Valtteri, Leclerc in third with Max having a look as they approach the Parabolica. Doesn't try and hold it around the inside line there. Ocon and Tsunoda right there as well. And Max's exit the Parabolica compromised. And we have a yellow flag, Stoffel. Big lock up for him.
See what happens. Here we've got the Aston Martin. Well, things are okay at this stage. The wheels just lock up there. What caused that, I wonder?
And he's going to get absolutely gobbled up here by Ricciardo and Petit. And maybe his teammate as well. Look at Albon steaming up the inside there. Max has been dropped. Can he get back into range before he gets left floundering? Zhou has pushed hard to close the gap. He's just on the edge of DRS. And Valtteri is leading the race. What a result that would be if Valtteri can suddenly just win this race. And there's us in the background. Stroll has got ahead of Piastri. Just up the inside, under braking. Oh, listen to Stroll, so full of himself there. So proud for doing what he's paid to do and actually overtaking someone. I can't wait for him to leave Formula One. Let someone deserving have a seat. Have a seat.
Lift off end of straight.
Trying to see if I can find a decent potential thumbnail. Not yet. Stroll's going to make the move on Antonelli. I'm going to start charging up Oscar's battery again.
Okay, recharge on.
And Antonelli's now as well.
Copy.
Now that Stroll's taken 8th place.
It's just a lot of confidence.
Keep your head down. Signs are behind.
Let Stroll try and do some heavy lifting for a change.
Overtake. available.
Looking pretty good on tyres.
Science has DRS. Albon may have a problem.
Car double in 50.
Aston definitely not having a good season. Kind of curious to see whether they can turn it around for next year with George entering the team.
Copy, they're good.
Recharge on.
Right, don't get pushed wide, Kimmy.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Good job. Okay, that's Verstappen ahead of you.
Stroll has DRS.
Stroll can bite my shiny metal ass.
Your recharge on is good.
Gonna have to really let the get the drivers working together. We can't just let them race now. Not if we want to salvage a good finish here today. If Antonelli didn't have the damage, maybe. But with that damage, it means every time he goes in front, it's going to compromise Oscar's pace behind. So Norris gets a fault now.
I lost drive or something.
Oh, Piastri is pushed wide very badly there by Stroll. And that's cost him multiple positions.
Yeah, we don't want to lose too much time.
Here's the replay. Let's have a look at the action. It's all at the final corner. It's there.
Stroll
for the taking.
just throws it up the inside and squeezes him onto the curb, onto the grass. And that's a huge loss of momentum, and 3 places dropped in the blink of an eye.
Currently still on plan.
You know it.
Now Porsche is going to have a look.
Pack is high.
Copy. A lot of clipping.
Sounds like battery issues, maybe engine issues for Sainz. Yeah, that's battery.
No hop done.
But we are close to the point where we can start to go aggressively on the attack.
Yeah, he did get DRS. Recharge off, recharge off. Copy. Use the pace now.
And a little bit more tyre pace in now.
And happy to pick up the pushing level.
Copy.
Lovely stuff.
Get the move done.
Good job.
Piastri gets through on Sainz. Antonelli gets through on Stroll.
Overtake is available. Okay, so let's just head down now.
I was going to suggest reduce a bit lift and coast.
Yeah. Copy. Solid work. Currently P8. Joe, car ahead. Be nice to get past. Yep.
Overtaking is very, very difficult.
You can see as soon as we pull out of the slipstream how much momentum we lose. Right, it's a chance for Antonelli to try and scamper away before the next DRS zone. Can we dive up the inside? Yes, we can through Curva Grande. Porsche has been dropped already.
Nice.
Good stuff. This is P10.
Through the second Lesmo up the inside. We'll have the DRS as well, and the overtake's already done. Bye-bye Porsche. Oh, Gasly has an issue.
Good job.
I think he must have gone over the curves at Ascari. It looks like he has underfloor damage now.
Charge the pack. But we need more management.
That was fastest lap.
Yep. Just keep on top of that management.
Key thing is to keep the tyre in good shape. Keep the tyre in good shape.
Oh, Szoboszlai scoring as well. Very nice. 3-0. I am liking the sound of that. Next round of the Cup. Here we come. It's the semis tonight, isn't it?
Just give us some feedback on the tyres.
You're okay.
Focus on recharge.
We have broken away from the cars behind. We are starting slowly to work our way back towards the cars in front.
We don't need to take any risks.
And recharge on, recharge on.
We'll get the batteries rebuilt, ready for the next push. (16th of March). Wow, that seems late. The final. Always used to be towards the end of February. Mind you, having said that, the European format has been changed this year. Maybe that's why. Finding a good spot in the schedule. Got a bit of a breakaway between the two Rebels at the front now. Gasly's struggling with that underfloor to stay with them. Bottas has dropped off and is leading Verstappen, Tsunoda and Zhou.
Recharge on, please.
Recharge on.
He has DRS.
Recharge on is good.
So we're keeping the gap at around 4 seconds, 3.5. Oh, 4-0. Oh my God. Spurs getting absolutely demolished. But we've opened up a 5-second gap to the cars behind us now. So we've got that breakaway timed quite nicely. But the Red Bulls are going to be so hard to beat today, now that they are ahead, clear and swapping places with each other in the same way that we are, to try and catch up to the cars in front of us.
Everybody recharge on.
Oh, what happened? No! Antonelli's out. The underfloor broke completely.
Copy that, we're looking.
It's a safety car. Antonelli's retired. Oh my, what a disaster.
Safety car deployed.
Recharge on. Delta positive.
Copy. Keep as much temperature in these as possible.
2.2, it's not good enough. We're going to be back on the field. In fact, we've jumped Verstappen. So we've actually made up a spot there. Max really losing out in the pits, having to stack behind his teammate.
P7. Car ahead is Gasly. He's 1.3 behind.
Verstappen now the car behind.
Ah, I can't believe we had a retirement. It's our first retirement.
Yep.
Pack is high.
And I think in a year and a half. I don't think we had a retirement all season last year, did we? No, we must have had a DNF at some point last year. It's our first DNF this year. And that has ruined
Tire temperatures are good.
Antonelli's chances of winning the title, I think. I think the margin now will be too big to catch his teammate.
Pick clear air if you can.
I'm glad it's Piastri who got the fastest lap and not Antonelli now. And that is the danger of this circuit, is that if you break your underfloor early on, you risk retiring just like that. Ah, what a disaster this race has been for Kimi. Did everybody stop? Everybody did stop. Van Dorn went to a still a soft, so Van Dorn's going to stop again. Let's see. We're not even on the board, look, for the pit stops. I didn't think we would be.
You are now P7.
Took the opportunity while we're under the safety car to into brunch bar. So I'm starving. I haven't eaten all day. I'll have some mac and cheese after this. Maybe some sausages. Right, will the safety car come in at the end of this lap? Oh, Leclerc has a fault. That helps us.
Quiet, big vibration.
He's getting a big vibration. It's giving me excitation. A little bit of the Beach Boys for you there. That's going to be his gearbox. No word from there. There we go. There's the word from the safety car.
Safety car in this lap.
Oh, look how much spare fuel we have.
Just use overtake at part throttle.
Yep, copy.
Okay, maximum pace. Suggest reduce a bit, lift and coast.
Copy.
Recharge off.
Copy. Copy.
Safety car is pit entry now.
All right, we are off as Perez immediately gets a fault as soon as we get back up to speed. And we have a VSC already. The T has crashed, I think, with his teammate.
Safety car. Delta close to 0.
Copy.
And Oscar, the pack is good.
Copy.
Or has he just broken his underfloor as well? Yeah, I think he just broke his underfloor.
Just be mindful of curves. Copy.
Not a good day for the Italians today. Oh, Murray's got a fault.
Well, yeah, right. It certainly looks like they've developed a fault.
The one race where Murray might have actually been able to do something, and now his car's breaking down on him. And that spare fuel is piling up.
Okay, right now you're P7.
The car behind you now is Verstappen.
Not going to lie, I'm tempted to dive in and put a set of softs on. That is quicker. Something to keep in our back pocket. Given the fuel, we're going to be absolutely hammering that constantly. Maybe it's worth doing. I don't know. Obliterating the set of mediums as quick as we can to go on to another set of softs. Sargent gets a big issue with his car.
But it looks like they're carrying some kind of fault.
Albon's car gets worse as well.
I had a mischief.
This is definitely turning into a bit of an endurance race here. Monza looking to break a few cars. It's already broken a few hearts.
PSC ending.
Copy.
Let's keep pushing up to cars ahead.
Let's see if we can catch someone on the restart here.
Table. Copy.
No, here's the answer.
Cool the car.
Yeah. Copy. Copy.
Oscar, cool the car where you can.
Copy.
Here we go, muscle our way past Joe.
Copy.
Bottas has already dropped off the back of the Red Bulls.
Well done, Oscar.
So you are P6.
Alright,
Whichever way we go with strategy, we need to get up there as quickly as we can.
And Oscar, call the PU where you can.
Copy. Copy.
That gets them back into peak confidence.
Lovely stuff.
Okay, well done. Okay, ahead of you is Sonoda. Maximum PU calling.
Ocon takes the fastest lap from us.
Pick clear air if you can.
Oh, Valtteri!
Nice.
Good job. Next car is Bottas.
Okay, recharge on.
So an aggressive restart there has jumped us up all the way into 4th place. Going to rebuild the battery. It's still looking like a very attractive option.
Has DRS.
Yeah.
If we do go with that, we can actually box a little bit later as well, maybe around about there. And be really aggressive with those softs at the end. Hopefully we'll have enough pace if everyone else stays out. But they're pushing their hards pretty hard as well, so they might be thinking the same thing as me and thinking two-stop. Damn it, I got dropped.
Okay, Oscar, recharge on.
Go, Kate. Push.
Keep chipping away.
Not coming through, Yuki. All right, maybe you are coming through. Show me.
Use overtake.
Oh, big crash. I heard that. That's Perez out. And he's hit Ricciardo.
Oh dear, a crash! There's been a crash!
Danny Rick, just an innocent bystander here as Perez goes for a drive-by. And that is attempted murder if ever I've seen it.
I got hit from behind.
Recharge on.
Ricciardo's still going as well. Perez with massive damage to his car. Five-second penalty. That's a 10-second penalty minimum in reality.
Time management looks okay.
Yeah, okay.
Perez is into the pits. And off he goes.
Recharge on.
Ocon is stopping again. I don't know about the hards.
And recharge
His
on.
tyres are in worse shape than mine.
Next car is Bottas. Plenty to play for.
Don't get pushed onto the curb. Don't get pushed onto the curb. Okay, that's good.
For recharge.
And we are thrown up into third place. We could still yet win this now.
Good job. Car ahead is Leclerc.
Yeah, recharge on is good.
Another yellow flag. I think Iwasa made a mistake.
Okay, there are yellows.
Let's
Yep.
take a closer look. Now this was the Sauber. Round they spin. And there's not much they can do about that now.
There's one way to hold position through the chicane.
As for the team back in the garage, that was a tough moment to watch.
opportunities ahead. He has DRS.
We're boxed in and we're getting gobbled up by everybody. Oh, wow.
Gasly is now the car behind.
Gasly's the car behind.
I'm lucky that we only lost one place there.
Still plenty of opportunities.
Maybe two. We should hold him off through the chicane.
Pack is high.
We had a chance to go into second place, so we ended up dropping to fourth. Maybe fifth. No, fourth.
Recharge on.
Pack is high.
Recharge off. Recharge off.
And looks like we're going to get back past Valtteri. Yes, we are.
Car ahead is Ocon. 0.4. But we think there's still opportunities here.
Hard tyres might well still be going to the end. Ocon, I think, is going to do the same thing we are and switch again. Van Dorn's definitely stopping again. Ricciardo's probably going to have to stop again.
Use overtake.
Come on, let me drop Valtteri. Thank you. Alright, 3-car breakaway. New fastest lap for Charles Leclerc, a 123.7 or 122.3 even.
Okay, we don't want to lose too much time.
PU calling Oscar.
Alright, we get past Charles into second place. Can I break Ocon? That is the question. Oh, Ocon onto the curbs. That's compromised him. Leclerc dives through immediately. We're not going to break Leclerc here, but maybe
Currently P1.
on the next lap, if we're lucky, we can break him. I wish I had more battery to be able to push for 2 more laps now. Here come the Red Bulls. Gasly's up into 4th place. This is where we need the break. Tyres now really starting to struggle. Right, we just about dropped Leclerc. We don't have a safe margin yet. Easily get back into range. Slipstream will still be a little bit potent. Got to go flat through Ascari and hope that they don't catch up on the approach to Parabolica as Ocon moves through against Charles.
Pack is low. Free charge on.
No battery left. If the Red Bulls get anywhere near the back of my car and pick up my toe, I'm in trouble. And I think Ocon's going to do just that.
We are ready for you.
But maybe we can drop Leclerc in the process. Ocon's going to be sprinting because he's got a pit stop coming up as well. Maybe the hards are going to have to stop. There's still 21 laps to go. I think everyone's going to stop again.
But the car's definitely not happy.
This is still not over. Not by a long shot.
Overtake available. Ocon has DRS.
Right, let's start charging up now, ready for our pit stop. We need to be explosive when we come out of the pits. And we're going to need a full battery for that.
Okay, Leclerc is the car behind.
Burnt off a couple of the kilos of spare fuel, down to 2.2 overfueled. 20 laps left.
There's still opportunities here.
Oh! Contact!
Sweet.
Nice work, Oscar.
No damage to us.
Now we've had a crash.
And that's Ocon's race ruined.
Guys, I got hit.
As that hurt our tyres. I don't think so. I don't think it has.
And
But
here
Ocon's
we've
down
got a
to
yellow
8th
flag.
place. Oh, and a spin for Carlos.
I lost the car.
And that saved Ocon from dropping down behind a couple more cars there.
Really must have been a hard
Because
one
he
to
was only
take.
just slowly rejoining the track. Porsche got through, but Sainz and probably Norris would have got through as well. Racing incident, no penalties. Porsche has had a problem as he hits someone. It's a safety car, and that timing is perfect for us. Or is that a retirement? I think that might be a retirement, a broken underfloor. Drama at Monza this year.
And the box.
Copy. Fox.
Porsche is out. Everybody's diving into the pits for a new set of tyres.
Yep.
We got a little bit of a gap, so we're not going to be held up. Much better stop, 2.0. and we will rejoin in first place on fresh softs. Gasly gets out ahead of Valtteri. Max gets out ahead of Stroll. And the field will be bunched up yet again. And all that spare fuel we burnt off, well, that's coming back.
Currently P1. Gap is 1.7.
It's 19 laps to go, including this
Oh,
one.
Yuki on mediums.
So Oscar, we can look after this time.
Copy.
3 retirements, and look at how many faults there are. Is Ricciardo changing his wing? No, he's not. Maybe it's not wing damage then, maybe it's underfloor. Or maybe it's suspension or chassis. That front wing's fine. Right, now, if we can control the pace on the restart and stay ahead, we can cook everyone's tyres and then just go ballistic at the end and run away with it. We have an amazing chance of a victory now. But we have to stay ahead, or at least stay with the leaders if we do get overtaken. We will protect our tyres a lot better than they will. And if we are at the front of the field, we won't have any dirty air. Which will help with engine temperatures, tyre temperatures, tyre wear. This has been the most dramatic Monza we've had in quite some time, and there's so many potential retirements here. Murray's in 17th place. 4 cars in front of him all have issues. No, 7 cars. 8 if you count Gasly, but I doubt that's going to be an issue. Norris is definitely a contender for a retirement, as is Logan Sargent, as is Alex Albon. Their cars in the orange. If Ricciardo and Iwasa have underfloor damage, which I think they do, then they're just one bad curb away from a retirement, in the same way that Antonelli and Pourchaire were. So that's 5 cars that could drop out at any point in the next, in the remainder of this race. And who knows with the others if their faults are going to escalate or not. Has Leclerc's issue cleared up? No, it hasn't. His gearbox is hurt. He has 34.1 kilos of fuel. How much do we have? 36. We're overfueled. So, yeah, he's about a kilo overfueled. We're 3 kilos overfueled. And I kind of wish we were actually in second place right now, because we can't drive in clean air. Where's the car leading behind the safety car? We can avoid the curbs, but our tyres are overheating. And I'm having to push the engine to stop taking on too much extra fuel. Looks like we're doing at least one more lap. I was only going to go like 1, maybe 2 more laps at most before I boxed anyway, so that safety car timing was perfect. Because if I'd boxed and then that happened right after we'd boxed, that would have been a disaster and dropped us all the way out of contention again. Valtteri's still in the mix. He's still up there. P4. 37 laps or 36 laps down. On lap 37 now, and he's still sniffing around the podium. And having had a season where we've been avoiding drama all season long, we've been hit twice in this Grand Prix. Well, hit once, but pushed wide and onto the curbs to break the car. Come on, safety car, come in this lap, please. Perez isn't on the field yet. We're going to go another lap then. Back up to 4.3 kilos. Car's going to be too heavy. If you have been enjoying the race so far, please do drop a like on the stream. If you are not yet subscribed, why not hit that subscribe button as well? Don't forget to hit the bell to be notified for every time I go live. Tires are too hot. May as well turn that off because it's not doing anything behind the safety car.
Yep.
Push the fields together. Come on, let's box the safety car this lap. Let's get going again.
Oscar, we're hold positions now.
Come on. There we go.
Safety car in this lap.
You'll need to use overtake to get full deploy.
Copy. Yep.
Recharge on.
Copy.
You can start pushing.
Use the overtake button.
5 kilos overfueled.
Safety car in.
Tyres are melted there behind the safety car.
Okay, overtaking is allowed when you cross the line.
Got the jump on Leclerc. Very much got the jump on Leclerc. Nice.
Recharge on.
Copy. Copy.
And Valtteri gets himself up into P3. And here comes Charles. Never expected us to stay away from him. It's always a question of when he was going to push to catch back up again. Oh, another yellow flag. It's another safety car. Come on.
Possible debris.
Stoffel is out. Who did he hit? Oh, nobody, I think. Oh, no, he did hit someone.
Okay, but there's a lot
Is that a
of debris
Haas?
on the circuit. Go very slowly, take care.
It's not Lawson. Is it Perez? It's not Perez. Who is it? Oh, that's not Sainz. Who did he hit? Oh, it's Ricard. Oh, Ricard. Ah, dear. That's Maury up to P15.
We've got a yellow flag here.
Oh, no, Ricardo was the one at fault this time.
Yeah, I go.
He didn't get hit. You did the hitting. Can't pass that one off there, Danny Rick. Cameras don't lie. Suspiciously quiet there from Ricardo.
No.
Man, that is 6 retirements now.
There's a car hit the barriers. He's out of the car. Just check for debris as you go through there.
Ah, 5 retirements. Ricardo will have a penalty applied to his next race as well. And we are back behind the safety car. Not going to lie, did consider boxing for another set of softs, but it's just not worth it. We didn't even do a lap.
P1.
Okay.
But now we're going to cook the tyres and the engine behind the safety car again. Hopefully it'll be a quick one because it's not like the field had time to spread out. Nobody went into the pit lane.
Good. Focus on recharge. Copy.
This is turning into a very bizarre Italian Grand Prix. At least we got the tyre temps down. Let's see if we can get that early break on Charles Leclerc again. Fault for Perez.
I'm looking for a minute.
We're going to do at least one more lap. Hopefully we'll be back underway at the end of next lap. We're now 6 kilos over fuel. That's definitely going to be an issue. Oh, safety car's ending already. Oh, wow, it's coming straight in.
For the restart, we suggest use overtake at park throttle.
Yeah.
They called that in very early.
Safety car pit lane.
It's so rare to see the safety car just peel in at the very end of the lap like that. We got the break,
Copy.
so we will be ahead into turn 1.
We can have recharge on now.
Copy.
Can we get a lap done this time?
We can use the pace now.
Just trying to slow Leclerc as much as I can. Cook those tyres while he pushes and defend like crazy before the DRS switches on.
Use the tyre. Overtake available. Copy.
Make sure we get the pack back.
Copy.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Key thing is to keep the tyre in good shape. Keep the tyre in good shape.
Copy.
This is where our lack of straight line speed might hurt us.
Use overtake.
Copy.
Oh, we're going to get gobbled up if we're not careful here. Valtteri looking to take the lead. He's up to second.
Okay, recharge on.
Leclerc dropping down to fourth place. Stroll up into third. And we have another yellow flag.
Copy.
That's Perez. Perez spinning out.
There's a yellow flag now. Let's have a look at that. Right, so this was the fourth corner. And the control's lost. And there'll be words had after this, I'm sure.
Oh, Valtteri immediately on the accelerator there. But we had him closed off. Here he comes again. This time I don't think we'll be able to hold him up. Maybe, maybe. Stroll develops an issue.
Engine feels quite down.
Shame. Valtteri gets ahead of us.
There are opportunities ahead.
Stroll is now the car behind.
And Stroll's been dropped. It's me and Valtteri making a break.
Copy.
Well, it's Valtteri making a break and me just hanging on his gearbox, not trying to push. I am going to push on the next lap. I'm going to try and reclaim the fastest lap.
Stroll 1.1.
Deep breath. We're going to be okay.
Use
All right, here we go. Fastest lap attempt.
Overtaking is very, very difficult.
Plenty to play for.
New target set at 122.2 by Verstappen. Tyre-wise, I now have the advantage that I needed over most of the field, if not all of the field. Don't know if I'm going to be able to break away from Valtteri, though. Might just give Valtteri the fastest lap hit. Purple in the first, but Valtteri's going to get DRS on the run to Ascari.
Tyre management, everything's good.
And then he'll have the slipstream on the run to Parabolica as well. Well, purple in the middle. We might do this. We might take that fastest lap back. We've opened up a 2-second gap as well. And I would love it if we can keep Valtteri with us for a couple of laps just to give him a chance of getting a podium. It is a new fastest lap. A 1:20.5. And it's 1.7 seconds quicker than Verstappen just did.
Oscar, any feedback on these tyres?
Leclerc is through into third with Ocon fourth, Gasly in fifth now, and Leclerc's fault's got worse.
No, what's happening with the engine, guys? Has DRS. Temperatures are good.
Come on, Valtteri.
For the recharge button.
Look at them all squabbling for position behind us. And it's me and the naked Finn streaking away, pun intended, at the front.
Let's see what pace you can do.
And recharge should be on.
What a result this would be for Sauber. Max and Gasly swapping places.
Fuel is okay.
Ooh, borderline about to be dropped. Just got the slipstream enough to get the DRS. And we can stop messing around with tyres now.
Use the pace now.
Next car is Bottas.
Gap 0.7.
Still plenty of opportunities.
Recharge on.
Valtteri's trying to break away from me. I'll let him go for now. We have got more pace than him. So even if he does temporarily stay ahead, we will pull him back. Just need to get a sniff of that gearbox to get the slipstream back. We're pulling away from the Red Bulls. 4 seconds gap to them now. Now Gasly gets an escalation on his car's issues.
Got a lot of vibration.
Next car is Bottas. 1.5. But we think there's still opportunities here.
Six laps to go. Max moves up into third place now. And we are clawing that gap back down to Valtteri. Just over a second now. Just missed out on the DRS, but we're in slipstream range now. And Max is pushing hard, trying to close that gap.
1.0. There's still opportunities here.
A fault for Iwasa.
But there! Oh dear, that's not what they need
And
right
that's
now.
Mori lurking in the background, could yet make up another place or two. We get the DRS this time. No? Yes. I thought for a second we'd missed it.
Copy.
Your recharge on is good.
Copy.
Pack is high.
Yeah.
Recharge on.
Copy.
.122.5, that's a quick lap from Max. All that 2.5 seconds over Ocon.
No hop done.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Oh, Valtteri gets squeezed a little bit there.
Lovely stuff.
Oscar is through.
Good job. Okay, recharge off.
Into the final 4 laps of this Grand Prix. We are now favourites to win this. Gasly gets ahead of Leclerc.
4 laps to go.
I think the podium may possibly be settled. It's certainly going to be us and Valtteri at the front. There's still a chance for Max to lose out on third place as Gasly moves up into fourth now. Leclerc down to 7th as Zhou's got him.
The car behind you now is Verstappen.
Gap 4.5.
Fault for Stroll.
Engine feels quite down.
He's dropped all the way down to 9th place. He was looking in contention for a potential podium at one point. That's gone.
You can use overtake.
Now we're going to make that breakaway from Valtteri. We can carry so much more speed through the corners now that we're on full attack, given our extra tyre wear.
3 to go.
15% more life in these tyres. They've only just dipped below 60. Valtteri's tyre starting to struggle. Ocon gets back in front of Gasly. Just 1.5 seconds away from Verstappen.
Gap 0.7.
It's all changed further down the order as well. Sainz has just got himself up into the points, and Lawson in P11. Haas could be looking at a point here. They are yet to score this season. That could be huge for them. Murray's up to P13, but I don't think he's going to score points. He's 3 seconds off the back of the pack. Haven't quite managed to break Valtteri. Need to do it here.
How's the tyre?
And I'm not going to, so I'm getting worried that I'm not going to be able to break away and he's going to have more battery than me, so I'm going to have to harvest.
Charge on.
My tyres are burning up.
2 laps to go.
Look at him rocketing up to the back of us there with his battery.
Pack is high. Oscar, we're hold positions now.
We've opened up a 7-second gap to Verstappen. Can Haas score their first point today? Sargent gets in front of Murray. Battery's going to get the DRS at the start of the final lap.
Use overtake.
This is it. All or nothing lap. Here comes Bottas. He gets ahead.
There are opportunities ahead. Verstappen now the car behind.
Can I open up enough of a gap to stop him from swooping past me again? Yes, I can. Lawson's into 10th place. This could be a first point for Haas. Williams are 3rd and 4th.
Tyre temperature management looking very good.
Valtteri's coming back at me. He's not close enough. There is Verstappen in the background. There's Gasly holding up the first of the Red Bulls of Esteban Ocon. We are going to win this Grand Prix against the odds. Valtteri takes a monster second place podium finish there. That's his first podium ever for Sauber.
Winners. That's pretty cool.
And the winner today, it's Oscar.
Oscar, as chill as you like. Winner's pretty cool. Huge result for Oscar in the Drivers' Championship. 26 points gained over Antonelli today. That might put it back to a triple-digit gap. Verstappen takes 3rd from Ocon, who did just get ahead of Gasly. Then it's Leclerc, Zhou, Tsunoda, Stroll, Iwasa. Lawson is beaten for the final point. Mori takes 13th place for Ferrari. Norris all the way down in 15th place. Will Perez get the move done on Albon here through Parabolica? No, he won't. Perez will finish last. 5 retirements, 3 safety cars. All sorts of issues for cars. What a dramatic Monza, and what a result for Valtteri Bottas.
Now, wasn't it an excellent showing from Oscar Piastri?
It was a truly excellent win, with everything working together for the team and driver.
That makes it all worth it, doesn't it? Seeing your team ready to share the celebrations. With such a strong performance from Piastri, there's no denying that he's earned that place on the podium today.
And listen to the crowd go wild for Valtteri.
6 wins now in this season, they're not flagging. A mighty impressive victory.
And that, right there, is a picture-perfect end to this weekend in Monza. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
They'll be absolutely delighted to have picked up the win here. What a great outcome that is for the team.
And with that, our time in Italy is done for another year.
Next time, the teams will be racing through the streets of another city. Join us in Baku on the shores of the Caspian Sea for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
So, confirmation of the final result. 10 places gained. Starting 11th, Oscar takes the win and the fastest lap. We ran the whole gamut there, the whole spectrum of fortune. We had horrible luck at the start after a disappointing qualifying. And then the safety cars just brought everything in our favour and the pendulum swung round completely. Valtteri Bottas, having started in third, ends up with second place. What a great result for Valtteri. So pleased for him there. Max in third, another podium for him. Ocon is fourth, Gasly fifth, Leclerc in sixth. That's 7 points drop to Max. Max might possibly move back up ahead of Leclerc, but I think that he'll be still just behind. Zhou takes seventh place. 8th place for Tsunoda, Stroll in 9th, so both RBs making the points. Iwasa also getting another point for Sauber. Monster result for them today. Lawson just missing out on the chance to get the first points for Haas this year, but that will be his best finish of the season by a long way. Sainz in 12th place, 13th for Mori, 14th for Logan Sargent, 15th for Lando Norris, who was never, ever really in contention in this Grand Prix. 16th for Albon, all sorts of issues for his car, finishing 22.5 seconds off the back in the end. Then it's Perez, 17th and last of the finishers. Then we had Stoffel, Ricciardo, Pourchaire, Petit, and unfortunately Kimi, all retiring from this race. In the driver's standings then, 26 points earned over Kimi and Tonelli. That gap is now 95 points, just short of the triple-digit mark. And I think that's now probably a little bit too much for Kimi to try and overhaul, unless Oscar suffers a retirement. There you see Charles in third, still ahead of Max Verstappen. The gap has come down just 8 points now. Lando in fifth, once again, no real points for him. He's coming under pressure from Ocon, who moves above Gasly on equal points, but a higher number of podiums, higher finishing position for him. That's why he takes sixth place. George is still in P8. Again, no points for Pourchaire, taken out of this Grand Prix with a broken underfloor. So he is still on 43 points. Zhou up 3 places to move just 6 points behind him now in 10th. Tsunoda moving up a place as well. He's 1 point behind Zhou. Then it's Sainz down 2 places, also tied on 36 points. Albon down 2 on 35. Valtteri Bottas up 18 points and up 3 places on 28 now. Moves ahead of Logan Sargent, Lance Stroll and Daniel Ricciardo. Stoffel stays in P18. Iwasa 19th, but is now just 1 point behind Van Dorn. 20th for Lawson, so close to getting his first point. Mori moves up a place into 21st, ahead of Sergio Perez. That shows how bad Perez's season has been. And Petit still bottom of the standings. In the constructors then, there you see 26 points earned for us today. We actually still outscored everybody else despite one of our cars not finishing. Red Bull in second, pick up 20 points down on 329. Williams outscored them by 5, the gap down to 8 points there. No points again for McLaren, still on 181. 6 points gained for Alpine. They're now on 61 points. RB moving above Mercedes onto 50. 2 points ahead of Mercedes there. Then it's Aston on 39 points. Sauber in ninth, now just 8 points behind Aston, thanks to a monster point haul for them today. No points for Haas still, and no points for Ferrari. In the pit stop challenge, Oscar's second stop there, only just good enough for a point. Another blisteringly quick time from McLaren, a 1.868. And that is the new fastest lap of the season, I think. No, not quite. A 1.858 is the current record this year. But a mighty, mighty quick time. And Porsche up there as well in third. So huge points for Mercedes in the pit stop challenge. Mercedes from McLaren, sorry. Mercedes getting 18 points with Ricciardo's stop there. Ferrari picking up some points again with Mori's stop. Aston getting 5th and 6th for 18 points today. Just 6 points for Red Bull. Alpine picking up 6 points as well. Let's see what that's done to the standings. Just the 1 point for us, but our gap is still massive. We are 117 points clear of McLaren, who have pulled down a huge margin over Red Bull in the last couple of races. They are significantly ahead now. Trying to do the quick mental maths in my head. And I'm struggling. It is 83, I think. 83 points. 77 points? I don't know. I think it's 83. Mercedes in fourth are just 4 points now behind Red Bull. Red Bull could slip to fourth here. Ferrari, 5th on 161. Haas on 107. Alpine, 7th with 87 points. Williams, no points for them today. They stay on 71. Aston move up above RB on 66. And Sauber still bottom, just 1 point in the DHL competition. But the championship points they scored today, much more important. They see that stop just not good enough for anything better than 10th. We never got the chance to do a stop for Antonelli. He retired quite early on. So, yeah, bit of a shame. Life moves on. No payout for Antonelli either, because he did not finish higher than 16th, did not finish at all. So just 975,000 added to the bank today. Right, I think we have a couple of weeks till we go to Baku. Let's take a look. The helipad refurb is done. We get our sponsor engagement done. That's another 4.65 mil. And another 2.5 for another hot lap experience. Thank you, Abby, for that. Our wind tunnel upgrade is done. I think there's a new ATR period today as well. New side pods are done. So we have 8.5 mil, but we have parts that we need to buy. Let's check the inbox first of all. So the underfloor was destroyed. We know about that. The suspension on Oscar's car has failed, so that's 2 parts that need to be swapped out. New ATR period does indeed start today. That's going to get split across research, I think. Wind tunnel upgrade is done. Abby has won the F3 championship by a point. Way to go, Abby. Woo! Look at that. Fantastic. She managed to do that in the final race. Let's have a look. She did. She came up 5 places at Monza. 39 points scored. She wins the F3 championship by 1 point. So close. So close. Well done, Abby. Fantastic stuff. Victor Martin is absolutely destroying the field there. Christian Mansell moves up into 5th place. Good run for him today as well. 19 points earned. That sees him just 21 points behind Maloney now. Regulation vote has gone through. It has been proposed. Season prize share. Yeah, we're going to vote for that because we're going to need potentially some extra money next season. Obviously, those changes won't come into effect really until the end of next year. Helipad refurb is done. We've got a sponsor plan to do. Let's deal with everything else first of all. So let's get the suspension fixed. There we go. A lot of parts at medium risk there. A couple of medium risk parts over here as well. We need to swap out the underfloor. There we go. We do not have any spare suspensions, but do we have a new one available? Not for another 6 days. We're 11 days away from Baku, so we can get away with not making any spares, I think, as long as we don't break them both. If only one of them fails, we'll be fine. So let's get the new side pod and not chassis. Didn't we have 2 parts complete? I sworn it said that we had 2 parts done. Side pods are definitely ready. Let's make 4 of those because that's it for the rest of the year. For those, we're not making a new underfloor, so we better make a couple of spares, I think. Now, I could have sworn it said we had 2 parts, so maybe I was just confusing it with an upgrade. I think that's probably what it was. So we are 6 days away, 1 week away from getting the suspension and chassis done. How many slots do I have? Ooh. Okay, let's just make 1, not 2, so that in 8 days we can then get both parts into production. Right. Research. Let's take a look at the regs. The next season, see which needs the hours the most. Chassis not looking too bad, all things considered. Front wing, not looking great. Rear wing, not looking like anything really, but it's only the airflow sensitivity, so that's not horrendous. Side pod, looking pretty good. So we can ease off on the side pod. Underfloor, looking... suspension, definitely needs more work. So let's put half of the hours into the suspension, and I think the other half maybe when the slot frees up into a chassis. Oh, can't do the suspension yet, or the chassis for that matter. All right, well, let's just get a rear wing project done then. Bump up the airflow sensitivity a little bit. There we go, 1.8 mil. We're down to 4.6 mil. We're about to start a new sponsor plan. We need 10 mil for that, don't we? And 7.5 for that. Nothing in here needs our attention. Let's do our sponsor plan. Got a wind tunnel hire worth 4.7 mil. Oh, we are getting all the big payouts coming up. Very nice. So we could be on for 9.3 mil, nearly 9.4 mil at the end of the month, or the end of the 6 weeks. Get Abby on the promotional material again, given that she is a champion now. Might do a factory event on a race weekend. And we'll send off 2 engineers. And just to give us that little bit of extra leeway, just in case, because I don't want to lose any money from this, we're going to send the scouts out as well. So we'll have a little bit of, overlap there, exceed by 830 points, just in case anything dips and loses some points. That gives us a small buffer. Hopefully that's enough. Right. Let's advance time. Get ready for Baku. Get those new parts into production. Oh, inbox needs our attention. That's never a good thing. That's just a warning about suspensions. Yep, we know about those. We're about to start making the new ones. Oscar has accepted his new contract. So we've upped his salary to 26 million from 20. He's very happy with the terms, so we will confirm that. Oscar will be tied to Brabham Cadillac. For several seasons now, but on a wage that potentially should be a little bit higher. Let's check in with his mentality now. Yeah, he's actually happy about his contract salary now. He was a little negative about that earlier, so that's good. We've turned that around very nicely. Really, really happy with results there. A little unhappy with the car performance, but hopefully we can sort that out soon. New parts are coming. There's the chassis. There's the suspension. That has to go into manufacturing first because we don't have any spare suspensions at the moment. That's another 1.2 mil. And now we just need to wait 2 days for the underfloor to finish so we can start making the new chassis. So they won't be on the car for Baku, nor will the suspensions, but they will be on the car, hopefully, for Singapore. Certainly will be on the car for Kota at the very latest. Let's get the results of the regulation votes. Ooh, look at that, yeah. 7-4, the vote has been passed. So teams at the top will lose a little bit of cash next year. Teams at the bottom will gain a little bit more cash next year. Teams in the middle, not really going to see much of a difference. Spare underfloor is done, so now we can start building those brand new chassis. There we go, and we're down to just under 300k. So all of that money has gone, but just the front wing to come. And we are looking pretty good now in terms of car parts. It's going to be a while, actually. I didn't realize how long it was going to be until we can get the... let's take that down a bit. Take one of those off. It's going to be, otherwise it's going to be too long before we can get the new front wing. Let me have a look at the calendar. Yeah, we're not going to get the front wings for Singapore. Side pod's going to finish there, but then we'll have a nice big gap. So yeah, we'll have the front wings for Kota. Would have been nice to have them from Singapore, but we just don't have enough slots available, unfortunately. Right, advanced time again. Team Hub is now level 4. Will help with our staff very nicely. Staff results for the month of September. Biggest issue still is car performance, but everybody's looking very happy. We're 2 days away from Baku, but we're going to leave it here. So, yeah, mixed bag today. I was really hoping Antonelli would get the win tonight, and in the end, he didn't even make it to his first pit stop, breaking the underfloor completely quite early on after damage on the very first lap coming out of the opening chicane, thanks to Lance Stroll pushing us off the track. But fortune then kind of smiled on us a little bit. We ended up with 3 safety cars, and we managed to work Oscar through to the front for the last couple of safety cars, where we were able to control the restarts, control the pace, control the tyre wear, and gain the advantage we needed to make that break at the end. What a great result for Valtteri as well. So happy for Valtteri to have got himself a podium after all those years of misery at Sauber. He potentially ends his career on a high. Let me actually see, what is his contract status? He's got 1 year left, and I don't think he's likely to improve on that result next season. So that might be the last hurrah for Valtteri. Although maybe, who knows? Maybe he can get something similar later in the year. There's still Vegas to come. If that car is good in the low speed, maybe in Baku tomorrow night. Who knows? But that might be the best result we'll ever see from Valtteri ever again. So quite special, that one, I think. That is it for tonight. If you have enjoyed tonight's race, and if you do want to show some love to Valtteri, then please do drop a like on the stream. If you're not yet subscribed, why not go ahead, hit that subscribe button as well, and be sure to hit the bell for notifications for when I go live. I will be back tomorrow at the usual time of 8 p.m. for round 17 when we go to Baku for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Until then, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I will be back with more F1 Manager very soon.